Senate. We are now going to hear from the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister with responsibility for fisheries, the Minister that has mining responsibility, the Honorable Floyd Green.
Floyd Green, him no friend no feeling, style to him thing, not just some boy, them a pass with drink. Floyd Green don't rate you, not gonna run your people, now I'm in a link, him no follow.
Show our labor rights! Show our labor rights! Essential labor rights! Boy, you're looking good! I had to be here. I had to be here in a central St. Andrew because some of you may not know, but this is the constituency when I was a youngster in politics, that the first place me come and the house to house is with Bev Prince right in Castle Park in East Central St. Andrew. At that time, I was G2K president, and there was a by-election, and I came down and I met Councillor Prince, and she showed us as youngsters what it means to serve the people. She showed us as youngsters how you take care of the interests of the people. She has been a wonderful representative of the Jamaica Labour Party. And Councillor Prince, you have done a lot of work. You have tried very hard to move the lives of your people, but you need some backative. You need some support. You need a member of parliament to work with you to move it forward. That is the other reason why I had to be here. Because you have a man called Davian Vassel. He is young, bright, and talented, and is going to win East Central St. Andrew. When you look at Davian, you see somebody who never born with no gold spoon. You see somebody who come from humble beginnings. Him never have no links. Him never know nobody. Him just work hard. And because him work hard, focus on him education. Look at Davian Vassel now. That is the sort of candidate the Labour Party brings to you. Somebody you can be proud of. Work hard and turn himself into attorney at law. Doing very well. And may I tell you how this a man love people. I can tell you something. Minister Chuck a lawyer. I am a lawyer. And you know in a law, I advise you get your money out and not true. This a man that give free advice for social media for people who can't afford to go to a lawyer.
Shout.
That is the sort of representative we bring forward to you. So I want you to realize there is no hassle with. And let me show you the difference. We find a man you can relate to, who come from a background like yours. Over the other side, all them do a recycle candidate. Then can't find nobody new to put for run. Nobody no want join them organization. So what happened? Rhoda beat one man in a central Manchester. He run Ghana South Manchester. We beat a man in a Hanover. He end up in a Westmoreland and run seat. We beat a man in a Westmoreland. In Ghana, North Trelawney and run seat. And the one who me love the most. After the man run up and down and talk about how him come from St. Anne, him run bamboo, him are the man who control St. Anne, the man who send them general secretary. We beat him at St. Anne. He find himself all the way at Westmoreland and look see it for run. They don't really want to represent people. What they want is power. Them just want to stay and try get back into government. When the people them going at the seat, they not even know the people of the seat. They don't know the communities of the seat. How can they represent the people? That is why we cannot afford for them to get back in power. And let me tell you something essential. I don't want you to sit down and think that this seat cannot be won. I am from Area Council 4. And last election, them tell us, Davian, say we can't win Westmoreland. They say Westmoreland controlled by the other side for years. All when we win in 2016, we never win any seat in Westmoreland. And we say, you know what? We're going to put in the work. We're going to go house to house. We're going to find some candidates that come from the people. And in 2020, we never win one. We never win two. We win every seat in Westmoreland for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, what I'm saying to you, East Central, put in the work. You have a great candidate. Take him on the road. Go house to house. Organize yourself. Get all the workers. And a whole heap of people stop voting on this constituency. We want to get them out for this election. Every day tell them no hassle with no hassle. And why this is important is because the country has been moving forward under the Jamaica Labour Party. In every area, just choose an area, the Labour Party has moved the country forward. That's why I always say forward ever, backward. If you look at minimum wage, when we started, minimum wage was $6,000. Come the 1st of June, this government has moved minimum wage to $16,000 forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never forward ever and a.
When we started, youth unemployment was over 20%. Almost 1 in every 3 young persons that you met did not have a job. Your government has brought unemployment to the lowest levels in the history of Jamaica. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never.
When we just come in, young people who wanted to get a skill, who wanted to go to heart, they didn't have to pass entrance exam. They didn't have to pay to go to heart. Your government has now made it that you can walk into heart and get up to an associate degree free of cost. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never forward.
And to be honest, I don't even like to hear them talk about agriculture. Because we realize about the other side, all them do is talk and no action. They say they love agriculture, and can you believe it? In the House of Parliament, they don't even have a spokesperson who talk on agriculture. They don't rate the farmers of this country. And me hear them talk about farm road, but guess what they do? They talk and expect nobody enough to check, you know. And so they operate. But me go check. In their 4 years, they did 24 farm roads. In the last 4 years of the Labour Party, we have done 400 farm roads. Forward ever, backward. You know, they talk about irrigation. And Councillor Prince, again, them talk, but they don't expect nobody to check. You know, in the last 4 years, you know what they did for irrigation when they had the government? The only thing they do is write a plan. They never build out one irrigation scheme to reach the farmers. Since we have been there, we have done 8 major irrigation projects so that farmers can have water. And the last one, them like to talk about storage. Let us build storage. Yes, we agree. Everybody know we are seasonal farmers. So when the things come in glut, the price go down, the farmers don't get nothing. Then it go to shortage, the price go up, and consumers have a hard time. When them talk about storage, ask them how much storage them build. This Labour Party government is spending $1 billion building storage right now. In fact, we are building the biggest ever storage in agriculture that can hold 22 containers of food so that our farmers have somewhere to put their products in times of glut. This is the party that you support. So forward ever, backward. So, ladies and gentlemen, I came here for one reason alone. To make you know that we are going to give Davian Vassel the support. We are going to come and work with him and walk with him. Because I am sure when the election is called, Minister Chuck will be there. I am sure Big Rob will be there. I am sure Rhoda Moy Crawford will be there. I am sure I will be there. Desmond will be there. We want Davian Vassel to be there. Walk into God's house with all of us. Show our labor rights. Love it.
Let's hear it for the man.